Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. On our last tutorial, we were able to render content on the web page. And today on this tutorial, I would be working with CSS, and I'm going to show us how we can use CSS to style the web page with the content that have been rendered on the web page. So right now, I'm going to head down to my IDE, and already here I have my CSS folder, and I have created a style.css file in my folder, and this is my index.html. I would want to open the web page and see what it looks like. So we see the contents here on the web page, and they haven't been styled nor arranged. This is just a block form of arrangement on the web page. So let's get down to our IDE and use CSS to make some good arrangements on the web page. So I come back here and then open my style.css. I come to my index.html file, and then I would be using this particular div attributes called cart to style my web page. So I come and then I said, alright, so I'm using the attribute called cart, and I'm going to display grid because I would be using grid, CSS grid, to arrange the content on the web page. And I would want grid template columns. I would be using repeats, and I would say I need 4 columns of 1/4. Now what this means is, so CSS is going to help us style the page with the content, giving us 4 columns each of the same size. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I would need a grid gap, because I don't want everything to be clustered. So I'm going to give a grid gap of 10 pixels. So having done this, let's save this, and remember, since we are having an external folder and file for our style.css, we need to reference this file in the index.html file. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to get a link, and I would be referencing my CSS folder and the file in it. Alright, let's head down to our web page and see what it looks like. So we see a different arrangement here. Things have been arranged, and we have some elements that are in line, but they look scattered and not all of the same format and sizes because the images are large. So let's get back and give a different size to the images. So I would say, so for the images, I would want to give them a height of about 200 pixels and also a width of about 200 pixels. Let's see what our web page looks like. Alright, this looks better. Things have been arranged and everything are in 1, 2, 3, 4 columns of the same sizes. Let's add more beauty to this. I'm gonna head back to my IDE, and then I'm gonna come to my IDE, and I would say for the dot cards, go to the section and give me a box shadow. So I need a box shadow, and I would be giving it this value of about 30 pixels. I want it to be a hash color. And what else would I need? Let's head down there and see what it looks like. Oh wow, this looks better, and we see that all of the boxes are of the same sizes. And we come back and I said I would want all of the content to be aligned to the center, and wow, this looks a lot better. But we are having the images too high to the edge of each of the boxes, so we would want the images to come in a bit, and then I would have to give this section a padding of about 15 pixels, and this should solve that problem. Alright, and we see that the images are in the box, not at the edge of the box, and this looks better than before, and we have all the content of the web page rendered in an orderly manner in a good format on rows and columns. And this is the beauty of using grid, using a CSS grid. And then we see what we can use CSS to do. The content have been styled and they look more presentable and more beautiful to the user. So guys, this is what we can use CSS to do. This is how we can use CSS to style our page. But then don't forget, for the use of best practices, we are having an external CSS folder and a file, and because of this we need to always remember to reference our CSS folder and file, because if we fail to do that, and then even after we might have worked on the CSS and we get back to our web page, you look at this, everything is in block form because we do not have the CSS referenced in the HTML file. But when you reference the CSS in the HTML, then it's going to take effect and you're going to have something beautiful and better. So guys, hope you've learned something great. Please, your comments are welcomed. Please like the video and hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned as I'll be doing another tutorial on my channel. Thanks so much guys for watching.